Helen from crystalsandcrochet.com here, and welcome to part 6 of our crochet along Solstice Star. We are going to be working this band all the way around. Do make sure that you download the PDF so that you've got all of the correct stitch counts on there. Okay, let's get started. Round 63. Okay, so we are going to join with a standing double crochet in any corner front post single. Okay. We're then going to double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet in that same stitch. Okay, so our new corners, 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Okay, and then we're going to make 4 double crochet in the chain 3 space. 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and then our repeat is very simple. As we work across, we're going to front post double around the next stitch. We're going to make 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space. We're then going to double crochet in that next stitch and 2 double crochet in the next chain 2 space. Okay, so that's your repeat. Front post double around the popcorn, 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space, double crochet into your front post single, and 2 double crochet in the next chain 2 space. You're going to do that 32 times, which will take you to this point on any side. Front post double around the popcorn, and then 4 double crochet in the chain 3 space, exactly the same as there. Okay, so you've got 4 there, 4 there. Your corners are 2 double, chain 2, 2 double. Okay, all the way round and join to that standing double crochet with a slip stitch. Round 64. We're going to slip stitch in the next stitch and then into the chain 2 corner space. Chain 1. Okay, in the chain 2 corner space, we're going to single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet. Move our corner marker up to our new chain 2 corner space. Okay, we are going to skip that first stitch and then single crochet in the next 204 stitches. Okay, so it will be quite easy to see that first stitch, but once you've made that corner, you'll see that stitch pulls along and hides it. Okay, so corners, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, skip that first stitch, and then single crochet across in 204 stitches. So use stitch markers if you need to make sure you get your count right. We have got one more round to make, and then we're going to start a patterned round. So do make sure that your stitch count is correct over these next few rounds. Okay, come all the way around and join to that first single crochet with a slip stitch. Round 65, and we are going to slip stitch into the chain 2 corner space. Okay, chain 3. Oops. Let me just lift up a teeny bit, that's it. And then we are going to double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Okay, so again this time all of our corners are 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Okay, and then very simple, this time make sure that you don't skip that first stitch, which could be hidden, and you're going to double crochet in the next 206 stitches. Okay, so again, use markers every 20-25 stitches, something like that, to help you make sure that your count is correct. Okay, you'll have a total count of 210 double crochet on each side, obviously with a corner space. Okay, so corners, 2 double, chain 2, 2 double, don't skip that first stitch, double crochet in 206 stitches, come all the way around, join to the top of the chain 3, fasten off and secure your ends. Round 66, I've got a hint before we start to keep all chains the same size as top loops of normal stitches to avoid cupping. Okay, so this next 2 rounds sort of work together. So this is the foundation round for the next round. Okay, so we're going to join with a standing double crochet in any chain 2 corner space. We are then going to double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. So each of our corners are 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Okay, then it's a very simple repeat. We're going to chain 2, skip the next 2 stitches. Okay, make sure you look at posts because the top of this first stitch could be hidden, so don't skip an extra stitch, and you're then going to double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, and that's the repeat all the way across. Chain 2, skip 2, double crochet in 2. You are going to do that 52 times. Okay, so your repeat is, well, the corners are 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. You're then going to chain 2 and skip those next 2 stitches. Your repeat is then double crochet in 2, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet in 2, chain 2, skip 2. Okay, we do that 52 times. It will bring you all the way round to the next corner. So you end with a chain 2 and skip 2 stitches on each side. Okay, come all the way round, join to your standing double crochet, fasten off and secure your ends. Round 67. Okay, this is one of my favourite stitches, slanting clusters. So before we start, we've got a hint. that this is worked as a continuous round. All stitches are worked around the second double crochet of each pair. Okay, so we're going to begin standing front post single crochet around the very last stitch of any side, okay, which is the second double crochet of this pair. We're then going to chain 3, and we're going to make a front post 3 treble cluster around the post of that same second double crochet. Okay, so it's yarn over twice around the post, pull up your loop, and then through 2 loops twice. We do that 3 times. Okay, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. Okay, so each stitch has a front post single, a chain 3, and then a 3 treble cluster made around the front of the post. Skip the chain 2 corner space, skip the first double crochet, and then around the post of the second double crochet, front post single, chain 1, 2, 3. I've just crocheted a hair into my work. Okay, and then a front post 3 treble cluster. 1, 2, 3, join them together. Okay, skip the chain 2 space, skip the first double crochet, front post single, 1, 2, 3, and again around the post a 3 treble cluster. Okay, I'll just make that next front post single, then it's easier to put my work down. Okay, so the only thing that you want to do is when you get to the corners, make sure that you put your marker through the chain 3 and the chain 2 corner space. Okay, so you've got both of those chains in your marker. You'll also find as you're working, it's easier to work, hold on, as if you're climbing a ladder. Okay, so have your work this way towards you. It's much easier to work upwards rather than trying to work sideways around. Okay, so all the way round, mark each of your corners. Your last slanting treble will be made here, and you're going to join to your standing front post single, fasten off and secure your ends. Okay, to make it easier for counting, your corner slanting clusters will be marked, and between corners you will have 53 slanting clusters. Okay, round 68. Okay, we are going to join with a standing double crochet. Okay, we're going to be working over round 67. That's our slanting clusters round, and between the double crochet from round 66 and the corner cluster. Okay, so your hook's going to go in there, in between, and you're going to work over that front post single, essentially. So you need to lift very slightly as you work over that stitch. Okay. When we work our corners, we're going to work over the chain 3 and into the chain 2 space. Okay, and we're going to make 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet. Okay, so as you're working your corner stitches, you're working over both of those chains, trapping them underneath your stitches. Okay. I'll repeat as we work across. We're going to double crochet between that first double crochet and the next cluster. So again, just lift very slightly so that your stitches don't dip up and down. Okay, we're then going to work over the chain 3 and into the chain 2. So make sure your hook goes through both chains. And we're going to make 3 double crochet. Okay, now you don't need to lift these, you just need to do these as normal. Okay, so between the double crochet and the cluster, just lift very slightly, and then over the chain 3 into the chain 2, 3 double crochet. Okay, you're going to repeat that 53 times, okay, which will bring you to this point on each side. So you're working over the chain 3 of the last slanting cluster into the chain 2 space behind. Then finish with a double crochet between the double and the cluster. Okay, your corners are 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, so come all the way round and join to your standing double crochet with a slip stitch. Okay, so remember, apart from your corners, everything is sets of 4. 1 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 3 double crochet. Okay, round 69. We're going to slip stitch in the next 2 stitches and into the chain 2 corner space. We're then going to chain 1. That chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Excuse me. Okay, so in the chain 2 corner space, 2 single crochet, chain 2 and 2 single crochet. Move our corner marker up. Okay. And we're then going to single crochet in the next 217 stitches, making sure that you don't skip that first hidden stitch. Okay, so again, use stitch markers if you need to help you with your count. Your stitch count per side is going to be 221 single crochet. Okay, so corners, 2 single crochet, chain 2, 2 single crochet, and then single crochet in the next 217. I'm just going to pop a marker in that first single crochet. Okay, because you've got slip stitches and the chain 1 there, it's just easier to mark that and not mistake where you're joining to. Okay, so come all the way round and join to that first single crochet with a slip stitch. Round 70. Okay, we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch and then into the chain 2 corner space. Chain 3 counts as our first double crochet. We're then going to double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Okay, so each of your corners on this round are normal double crochet corners of 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Okay, again another simple round. Make sure that you don't skip that first stitch, which could well be hidden. Okay, remember, check the posts of your stitches to make sure that you are working into that first stitch correctly. You are then going to double crochet in the next 221 stitches. Okay, so again, use markers to help you to make sure your stitch counts are correct, because the next couple of rounds are pattern rounds again, where we're going to repeat these popcorns. Okay, so all the way round, join to the top of that chain 3, fasten off and secure your ends. So corners, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the next 221 stitches, giving you a total 225 double crochet per side. Round 71. Okay, so we've got a hint. Ensure all chains are the same size as top loops of normal stitches to avoid cupping for the next 2 rounds. Okay, so we are going to join with a standing single crochet in the next to last stitch of any side. Okay, so we are, the row that I did here in Jade, this is what we're repeating. Okay, so we're going to chain 3 and we're going to skip that next stitch. Then we're going to make a popcorn in our chain 2 corner space. So remember that your popcorns are 5 double crochet. That's number 4 and there's number 5. Okay, lift, take your hook out, pop your hook under the top 2 loops of that first double crochet, back into your working loop, pull down, pinch, pull through, chain 1 to close the popcorn. Okay, so remember the closing chain 1 of your popcorns is part of the popcorn, and then where the pattern asks you to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, okay, that's an additional 3. We're then going to skip that next stitch, and then our repeat starts with a single crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, skip the next 2, popcorn in the next stitch, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, pinch, pull through, chain 1 to close, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the next 2 stitches and then start again. Okay, so Your repeat is single crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, skip 2, popcorn in the next stitch, chain 3, skip 2. You're going to do that 37 times, okay, which will bring you to a popcorn in this stitch, the 5th stitch from the end. You'll then chain 3 and skip those 2 stitches. That's all part of the repeat. Single crochet in the next stitch, chain 3 and skip the next stitch. Okay, it's popcorn in the corner, chain 3, skip 1 stitch and then start again with your single crochet. Okay, so you've just got 1 stitch each side of the corner popcorn that's skipped, but all the way across you've got 2 stitches skipped in between single crochet, popcorn, single crochet. Okay, so come all the way round, join to that standing single crochet, fasten off and secure your ends. Round 72. Okay, this is the final round of part 6. And we're going to join with a beginning popcorn in the last single crochet of any side. And if you remember when I said about the popcorns down here, you can either make them into the single crochet as you normally would, or you can make them into the V of the single crochet, whichever you prefer. Okay, so beginning popcorn, we start with a standing double crochet or chain 3 if you prefer. 3, 4, we've got 5 double crochet in total. Lift under the top 2 loops of the standing double crochet, pinch, pull through, chain 1 to close. We're then going to chain 3. Okay, again, remember, keep your chains the same size as the top loops of your normal stitches. I'm going to front post single around the corner popcorn and then chain 3. Okay, our repeat as we work across, is to popcorn in the single crochet, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, remember your closing chain 1 is part of your popcorn. We're then going to chain 2, front post single around the next popcorn, chain 2. Okay, so you've got a chain 3 either side of the corner front post single, popcorn in each of the single crochets, and let's just come down a little bit closer, a front post single around each popcorn with chain 2 spaces between. Okay, so as you work all the way across, it's chain 2s apart from before and after your corner front post single. Come all the way round, join to that beginning popcorn, fasten off and secure your ends. And that is it for part 6. So I will see you next time for the final part of our crochet along.